Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. We could have another League One title here today in season number 3 on the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory. Millwall are trying to keep up with us, but we are 7 points ahead. Can we win the title here today? What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory, where it looks like we are about to take AFC Wimbledon back up to the Championship, which is where we belong after a great season number 1. We managed to bottle job season number 2. We were in a position where if we just did enough we would have stayed up, but we messed it up. We will get a second chance at redemption by the looks of it next season. And now I've had this hyped up intro, we are probably going to lose both games and we're still going to have to do another episode. But we are at least guaranteed the playoff places now, as you can see in the right hand corner of the screen. We are currently on 82 points. Our nearest rivals are Millwall on 75, but they have had a game in hand. Birmingham are on 71, could be going up to 74. So those are the pack that is chasing us, with the likes of Fleetwood, Charlton and Oxford occupying the remaining playoff places. Today we have 4 games left, so if we manage to win the title in these 4 games, I will probably play the last 2 games offline and start preparing for season number 4. But today we are going to be playing Leyton Orient, and then we're playing Sheffield United at home. If we manage to do it now, it means we manage to do it with a game at home in front of our fans at the new Plough Lane. If we don't, the last 2 games of the season are against Gillingham and Coventry, and both of those are away. Since you were last with us, we have only played 1 game, and it was against Preston. And as you can see, we managed to win the game 2-1. Coots started the game off well for us, getting a goal in the 29th minute before Antonsen managed to get a goal in the 56th before Tyler Walker, coming on for Laura Della Valle, managed to get the winner in the 70th minute. Player of the match was Paul Coots, who has been on fire. Grimshaw is back in the squad, which seems to have helped our fortunes. We dominated them with 23 shots, 8 on target to their 8 and 4. Their consolation goal, let's be honest, was against the run of play, but we got the 3 points, which is what mattered. Our first opponents, Leyton Orient, actually seemed to play a quite defensive 4-3-3, maybe, or is it a 4-3-1-2, or a 4-4-2 diamond narrow? It's something defensive. We have only played Leyton Orient once in our save, and they actually managed to beat us, which isn't a good omen, but hopefully today is the day we get that win against them to tie things up and make ourselves very comfortable in the league table. The side we are going with looks very familiar as always. We have McDermott in goal, Spence, Sweeney and Beeling as the defenders alongside Demetriou. Demetriou is there because of Mides' horror tackle from the last episode. I've still not forgiven you, John Mides. You have a whole summer to make it up to me. Then we have Grimshaw as the ball-winning midfielder, sitting behind Coots, with Kennedy and Wood as the wide midfielders. Moncur as the shadow striker, with Laura Della Valle keeping his position up top. Tyler Walker is making the bench. Now, all of this side are under 5k a week. We have some players like Lyle Taylor and Dean Parrott who are on higher wages, who I think for the benefit of the club I'm probably going to move on, because I don't think they're necessary or 100% irreplaceable for the side, and I'm trying to make us financially viable. I don't want to be paying players way too much when we move up to the Championship, purely because if we go down again we just have people on too high wages for the kind of level of football we are playing. Okay, so they are playing that 4-4-2 diamond narrow formation. None of their players really stick out to me, but all these 3 here look very defensive. So I think we may have a problem trying to break them down. We will leave it as it is at the beginning of the game and try and change things to get the goals. But I believe this may be a tight fixture, depending on whether we get an early goal or not. We are going to tell them we have some faith in them. Hopefully get a few more greens. There we go. That's what we like to see. Come on, boys. Get the points that could see us win back to gap back. if that's even a thing, League One titles. I'm nervous. I don't want to throw away the title. I mean, I'm pretty confident we'll get one of the top 2 places, so we should be guaranteed promotion. I've still not had the experience of a playoff final yet on Football Manager. Not that I can remember anyway, not for a long time. There was a foul there. Is it going to be an early bath? A 25-minute, 30-minute bath? No, it's a yellow card for Kepakawa? I think I said that right. I tried my best. I put effort into that, guys, so at least give me that. I put some decent effort into that. Demetreou almost did a Mides. That tackle looked dangerous, but it comes off. That's the difference between them at the moment. Maybe the ref didn't see it. As Simpson gets through, Simpson shoot, hits the crossbar. That's not a good sign. 11% possession is not a good sign. I know it's early. This could just be a very early highlight. Have we gone to extended? We are on extended on this. Coots wins the ball there nicely though. Plays it into Grimshaw. Grimshaw plays it back to Demetreou, who plays it out to Kennedy. If he can get past a man, he's got some space. Plays the ball over the top to Della Valle. Della Valle will have to hold the ball up and wait for some support. Cross it to Moncur, who heads it wide. Unlucky, boys. Unlucky, but that is good. That was a nice counter-attack there. I think that was better than their chance, despite the fact that they hit the crossbar. Alright, Grimshaw gets tackled, not in an ideal position. Ball is hoofed forward. Sweeney wins a header. Oh, this isn't good. Sweeney's out of position now. Oh, dearie me. Enomu. That was not a good finish, mate. Wow, I can already see an orange injury sign on Kennedy by the looks of it. Fantastic. Just the player I want to get injured as we make our play for the League One title. Grimshaw wins the ball back though. Plays it to Della Valle. Inside to Moncur. Get tackled. I told you what you needed to do. Just pass the ball. Coots wins the ball back though. Moncur plays it over through the gap to Della Valle. Can he finish? There we have it. 1-0. 1-0 to AFC Wimbledon. That should put us on 87 points. Hopefully on our way to that League One title. 43 games out of 46. There'll be 3 games left after today. So if we're more than 9 points above Millwall and Birmingham, that means we have won the League One title. No, we're on 85 points now. So we're 10 points ahead of Millwall at the moment. Birmingham cannot get close enough. Are Millwall winning? What's the latest score there? What's the score on the doors? Where are you, Millwall? As I ignore the game and Moncur is through. Can he find a pass back to Della Valle? Oh, you dragged it wide. What are you doing, Della Valle? Have I scrolled past Millwall? Okay, I'm completely ignoring the game as Moncur looks like he had a shot there. I'm trying to find the blimmin' Millwall game. Where are you? Maybe I should have paused it. I can't find the Millwall game. And they're not playing. They had a game in hand, so... Yeah, they had a game in hand. Have I just spent that long looking for a game that isn't playing? I think we win the League One title. 24 games, 48, 46. 3 games left in the season. 9 points is the max Millwall can get. So keep a hold of this lead, boys, as Moncur hoofs it clear. There is no one up there. We are all back defending. I don't mind that when we're winning, though. Right, Gato now plays the ball into the box. Oh, what was that? Was that a shot? I thought that looked like a cross at first. Alright. Demetreou now plays it to Kennedy. Kennedy back to Demetreou. Crosses it in. Then Coots is going to have to collect the ball. Hopefully pass it to Grimshaw. Oh, finds a good ball out to Spence. Spence can play Wood in. Wood just gets tackled. Wood looks awful when I actually record. When I don't record, he looks really good. And then I record and he looks like absolute dog. As a ball is played over the top, Beeling wins the header. Gato now has the ball again. Coots has won the ball. Coots plays it out wide to Kennedy. Kennedy can find Moncur maybe. Does find Moncur. Back to Della Valle. Della Valle can finish. He usually can finish. He hits it straight at the keeper. Better on target than wide. I hate it when they don't even hit the target. At this level, as long as it's on target, it's promising. At a higher level, you want them to aim for the corners, but still, if it goes wide, you're a bit like, oh, come on, mate. You're meant to be really good. As McDermott safely collects that in his hands there. Nice and calm by McDermott. Do feel like we're going to need a keeper. I mean, I could keep faith with McDermott, but is he ready for Championship? there are certain players I feel like will play well in the league above anyway. And there are certain players I'm not sure about. A lot of yellow cards there. We're not going to do anything about it now, but of course Wood is the lowest performer. I keep saying good things about you and you keep making me look like a liar, Wood. Alright, we're going to tell them we know you're capable of even better. Go out there and grab me another goal. Make me feel a little bit more comfortable. I mean, it's been an even game apart from possession and the quality of chances. But other than that, they could score a goal. It could happen. I can see it happening. Coots wins the ball in the box though. I would have liked him to pass it to Laura Della Valle. Said he hoofs it. We should win that header. Spence plays it back to McDermott. That is nice. That is nice and calm by Jordan Spence. Former Milton Keynes man, but now a hero amongst the AFC Wimbledon players. Kennedy plays the ball into Coots. Coots to Demetreou to Kennedy. Kennedy over the top to Della Valle. Do not mess up again, Della Valle. Score for me. Oh wow, straight to keeper again. Why can't I find a striker that is good? The only game I found a striker which is good is my own personal save, which isn't online. PSV Patrol, I had Luke de Jong, but as soon as I got rid of him, I struggled to get a really good striker in. The Manchester United return to glory, I had Rashford, I had Ibrahimovic, so I didn't have to find a good striker, I had them already. But West Ham World and AFC Wimbledon return to glory, I cannot find a consistent striker. Currently in my Arsenal save offline, I have Lacazette, who is absolutely banging them in for fun. Oh, we should have made a substitute, 60th minute. I'm 8 seconds late. By the way, if you're wondering if I'm a little bit different today than usual, I am knackered. And I'm faking high energy levels to get through this. I believe that's what's happening anyway. We're going to bring on Peter Whittingham, who is going to then swap with Paul Coots. And we're going to... Oh no. In fact, we are putting Whittingham on the left, Coots on the right. Noor Hassin is coming into the centre. He's getting a lot of game time recently, purely because Dean Parrott is injured, and I am not that covered in the central midfield position. Defensive midfield position, I have 3 decent players for that. I think I've only really got Coots, maybe Moncur if I brought him back, but I've only really got Coots and Parrott was injured for 9 to 11 months. So I'm not going to be able to get his wages off my books over the summer because he's going to be injured and no one's going to want him, which is annoying. Oh dear, Enomu is running at our defence. We should play it to someone. Oh, a shot from distance, that is fine. Shots from distance are okay. I mean, we've had all of our shots not from distance. They've had 9 shots, but 6 have been from distance. We are getting to the near end of this game, so we are going to calmly tell them to tighten up. And we're going to drop the defensive line. It's pretty deep anyway, the defensive line. We're going to try and retain possession. That might be a mistake. My team may not be at the level where clicking retain possession is a good idea, but we shall soon find out. Okay, so Hassin tries to play it to Moncur, but oh dear, maybe I should have dropped a counter. Wow, McDermott, I thought you caught that, but instead you kind of weirdly put it wide of the post. It's now a cross by Leyton Orient. We just need to hold on 7 minutes and whatever extra time there is to hold on as Moncur gets tackled quite quickly. And it's a quick shot, but McDermott is there to keep it safe in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands with that catch. Demetreou plays it to Della Valle. Della Valle gets tackled. It's too easy for them to win that ball back. That's a great ball to Booty. It's hard to stay serious when there's a player with the surname Booty. Butt and pirate jokes are running through my head right now, but we have an important game here where we could win the League One title, and I'm thinking about butts and pirate treasure. Fortunately, Semedo shoots his shot really wide. I'm still thinking about Booty. Stop thinking about Booty, JNO. Stop it. Alright, Demetreou with a long ball forward to Coots. Coots, one of our most reliable players this season, plays it back to Spence. Another great, consistent performer for us this season. Grimshaw gets tackled, a bit rusty. He's been a bit injury prone. Booty, don't score against us, Booty. Oh, McDermott saved the Booty. Booty is single-handedly trying to destroy our League One title chase. As we have headed it clear, it looks like it's slowly going to trickle off. We need to stop the Booty. Hashtag stop the Booty. As Moncur is going to receive a long throw in down the line. Crosses it in. Della Valle with the header. Ah, it's saved. Okay, I believe either my daughter knocked at the door just then, or my wife telling me dinner's ready. One of the two. Aria, I'm trying to win the League One title. Come on.
It's not great.
Alright, get off Daddy's bed.
Come on, say no, Daddy.
Mwah.
Yeah, don't stop. I got some internet. Might go out again. The kebab mix.
Oh,
yeah. Right, no, Daddy.
Okay, so my daughter is now in bed. We are finishing this game. 2 minutes left of extra time. So, despite the fact of that interruption of my daughter going to sleep, it looks like we are wrapping up the League One title, which has kind of stopped my flow a bit, but League One title, saying goodnight to my daughter. I don't think my wife would understand the League One title being more important, so I think I've got to prioritise my daughter. And if you think I'm being serious, that's a joke. Wow. Bowery almost snatching a goal in the dying minutes of the game. That would have been a bit annoying, just a little bit. Could have blamed my daughter and my wife though. You know how it is. If you get interrupted in a Football Manager game and then lose, it's the person that interrupted you's fault. But we have managed to win. Excellent result. We can be proud of that result, and I'm pretty sure that should mean we are League One champions again. Yeah, well done lads. You'll seal the title with your performance today. Which means, I believe, in the way football world works, next game at Plough Lane, we will be lifting the League One title in front of our own fans. Get in. Okay, so we're going into the last home game of the season. I may have changed my level of excitement again because 1, we're already League One champions. 2, my daughter's asleep, so let's drop the volume a bit. I don't want to wake her up. I don't want to. Anyway, we are going into this last game at Plough Lane. This should be where we raise the trophy in front of our own fans, the League One title. We have made a few changes. Walker is coming in for Laura Della Valle. We have Whittingham coming in for Kennedy, who has a slight knock. Curtis coming in as well. Jack Leach taking over from Liam Grimshaw. And then the defence and goalkeeper are staying the same. Moncur is staying on because he could get the assist record for AFC Wimbledon this season if he gets 1 more assist. Okay, we are playing this Sheffield United side who are playing the 4-4-1-1. If you watched West Ham World last week, you will know that I don't like the 4-4-1-1 when I'm coming up against good opposition. Seems very defensive, but we did manage to beat Sheffield Wednesday, who had a 4-4-1-1. Not that Sheffield Wednesday and Sheffield United like each other, but another Sheffield team with a 4-4-1-1, and it looks like there's a familiar face there, as we have Edmilson Fernandez is on loan from West Ham. Looks decent, but not as good as the one we have in the West Ham world. So we are going to start the match, and hopefully Moncur can get his assist to get that assist record, and we can get a win in front of our home fans before the end of the season. Millwall are now fighting Birmingham for second place. Oxford stand an outside chance of getting that second place as well. But fortunately for us, we do not have to worry about any playoffs or any penalties. No one likes playoffs and penalties until you've won them. Okay, we are 7 minutes in the game, and the first highlight, the ball is, I thought it was won by Whittingham. Beedling has picked it up though. Beedling has played a ball over the top, which is just going to go straight to their keeper. Not the best ball I've ever seen from one of my defenders. Smith takes his time picking that ball up. Time wasting already. Bold move, seeing as you're pretty low down the table, Sheffield United. Right, Moncur has headed it down to Whittingham. Whittingham to Walker. Walker, can he finish? Blazes it into the crowd. We have a full capacity attendance here today, as all the fans have come to see AFC Wimbledon's last game and see him win the League One title, or lift the League One title. Moncur plays it back out to Spence. Whittingham can't get the header in, and Smith picks up the rebounded header. Sheffield United are 50 points. They're only 4 points clear of the relegation areas by the looks of things, so they ideally would like a win today as well, just to be a little bit more secure, as Moncur comes forward with the ball, waiting for support, plays it into Coots. If Coots didn't get tackled, it'd have been through on goal there. Curtis now has the ball, coming in just because Ian Wood is not looking very fit at the moment. Morris is now coming forward with the ball. Sweeney wins a tackle and then has a horrible back pass. It's fine. McDermott catches the ball. Sweeney, what was that? For a minute I thought my keeper had then just given it back to Sheffield United as well. Alright, Smith has kicked the ball out for Sheffield United. Sheffield United coming forward with Calvert-Lewin. Fernandez plays it forward to Morris. Morris shoots from distance. If that had gone in, I'd have eaten my hat. Don't have a hat, so I might have had to have bought one so I could then eat my hat, but I'd have eaten my hat. Alright, Spence throws it to Curtis. Curtis gets tackled. Oh, this isn't looking good. The momentum seems to have switched. We started off well, but it seems like Sheffield United may have changed something that is starting to get them in behind our players. We are going to go to counter. We're going to leave everything else the same, but we're going to go counter. See if we can pull them out of their positions a bit. Get a few more highlights going our way. As Demetriou comes forward with the ball. Demetriou plays it into Leach. Leach to Whittingham. Whittingham back to Leach. Leach to Coots. Finds Moncur. Back to Leach. This is nice. This is patient. This is Moncur coming forward. Playing it out wide to Spence. Spence get a good ball in. Ooh, keeper fumbled. Keeper fumbled for a second there. I thought we may get the loose ball and tuck it away. Going to counter did get us that highlight, but we haven't really seen much to suggest it's made a big difference. I'm going to tell them to keep going out there, lads. This is ours for the taking. We are the better side. We've proved that all season, so prove it one more time. Okay, Morris is coming forward now with the ball. Can we get a challenge? I was going to say challenge, and then I thought maybe I should say tackle. And that's how you get a challenge, people. Get the challenge in. Alright, Coots with the free kick. Smith gets to his near post quickly enough to catch that. I mean, a draw isn't the way you want to lift the title, is it? You want to lift it with a win. Like a big win. Like a, yeah, we are the champions. We can beat anyone. Ooh, Coots challenging the keeper with that one there. I know it doesn't really matter, but I'd really like another win. Although it is Sheffield United coming forward. They have more to play for than we do. And you know what happens near an end of a season when one team have already achieved what they need to achieve. Can't achieve any more because you can't get much higher than the League One title. Well, you can, but not in one season anyway. And the other team have survival to play for. So one team clearly wants it more than the others. Doesn't really even matter what I say. I know I can maybe rile them up because they are at home and they are in front of their own fans. But Sheffield United are fighting for survival. Wow, well played, Tyler Walker. You've done well. Off you come, lad. And George Curtis, you can come off as well for Pasley. We'll just keep you out wide. Okay, so Moncur is now coming forward with the ball. Runs past his man. Skips past another. Coots now has the ball. Plays it to Walker. Plays it to Moncur. Oh, Moncur, you need the assist, mate. You need the assist for that record. Look for another pass. Alright, 30 minutes left. Still 0-0. Still not the most exciting game ever. Laura Della Valle is injured. Yay. Alright, so bringing on Hassin, who will swap with Moncur. And yeah, that will just have to do. It's not ideal, but it's what we have to play with. Unfortunately, the game isn't that important to us, so if Laura Della Valle was going to get injured after being subbed on for our other striker, this would be the game for it to happen in. As Coots now plays it out wide to Demetriou. Demetriou can't find the ball in as he gets tackled. It's hoof cleared. Beeling manages to get the ball, plays it to Leach. Demetriou cuts inside, gets tackled again. Coots gets tackled. Leach now has the ball as Demetriou passes it back to him. Hassin back to Leach. Leach is always an option back there, but he plays a bad pass to Spence, wins it back. So much is happening. I'm getting out of breath. Make something final happen so I can catch it. Alright, Hassan, back to Leach. Leach to Pasley. Pasley back to Leach. Over the top to Spence. Spence can get the cross in. Right at the keeper. Spence, cut it back a little. Come on, son. Alright, we have Coots now about to cross the ball in. It's going to drop back out wide to Coots, who plays it to Leach. Leach to Sweeney. Sweeney, one more. There you go, Whittingham. Oh, Whittingham, take the shot. Take the shot, son. Okay, 10 minutes left. Not our best performance ever, but as I've kept saying, it doesn't really matter as Hassan just hoofs it forward. Smith plays it to his defender. Moncur, or whoever that was very committed to running forward there, but probably just wasted his energy, to be fair. Alright, Fernandez now plays it to Morris. As Morris turns, now he plays it back to Whiteman. Whiteman to Connolly, to Morris. He can get the shot away, straight into McDermott's hands. That's fine. That's fine, boys. Let's have a quick look at the cheeky table, see what's happening. Sheffield United are still playing for that win to make sure they are safe. At the moment, it looks like Shrewsbury, Walsall, Rochdale and Leyton Orient will be going down as Hassan comes forward. Millwall still don't seem to be winning, so that gives Oxford a chance as Birmingham are dropping points and Sheffield United head it over our bar. But Birmingham are dropping points when they could be catching up with Millwall, and Oxford are leapfrogging them. Could Oxford sneak second place as we have just conceded? God damn it. Don't even know how because I wasn't really looking, but YOLO, we're going attack. Going instructions. Going to run a defence. We're going to go to a higher tempo. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I would like to win in front of our home fans in the last game of the season, and I'm sorry about that yawn while I was talking, but McManaman, not Steve, but a different one, plays it into Coker, who heads it past McDermott. I suppose they've been fighting for it. They potentially even deserve it. More half chances than we have got. McManaman with another ball in. Could be in danger of conceding a second, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not the end of the world. As Hassan plays it forward. Can't find Moncur. Wow, that ball over the top's just gone straight to Fernandez. McDermott was in no man's land. Looks like Sheffield United are saving their season. Now up to 17th on 52 points. Look at that ball over the top. And McDermott's like, I will just stand right here. You're not even between the goal and the player. He could have passed that along the floor, and unless you dived right, it would have gone past you. Anyway, 52 points, 48. They could still be caught, 6 points. So they're not safe, but that's definitely helped them. They only need 1 point now, I believe, from the next game. Probably actually need another win. But they're probably very happy that we don't desperately need this win to win the League One title, because that has probably helped them as my players haven't turned up for this fixture. Of course, that doesn't help Leyton Orient or Blackpool, who have dropped places. So sorry to those two sides. Alright, Fernandez has really hurt us. Maybe, just maybe, we'll look at bringing Fernandez in next season, because he can play wide midfield. I'm pretty sure he can. But we will look to ideally loan a few key players in. Hopefully not have to pay their wages. And then again look for more free transfers, experienced players that can keep us in the Championship as we get to full time. Disappointing game, but we have already won the title, so it's hard to get the boys riled up for this one. All that being said, we are not going to come back for the last two games of the season, because what's the point? You know that we are going up into the Championship next season. We're not even fighting for the League One title anymore. We've already secured that. So another successful season in League One. If you've enjoyed the episode, please make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you've enjoyed this episode and are happy to see us back in the Championship for a second season. Also, check out my Patreon page. There's a link on the screen right now where you can donate or support the channel. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and on to the championship.